Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
A little bit.
Fielded 20-yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down.
Yes, that's one.
Patterson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check it back down.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're going to get this beyond 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
That's what I wanted.
Benardrick McKinney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw. Patterson sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Of course, I'm running to the weak side of my line.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Caught here by Bell. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Field's kind of small to try this, but
Darnold from the red zone now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Darnold. This is caught. And he's in.
thanks.
Touchdown, Jets. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
That's it, baby. We go to work.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey! Banjo, banjo, banjo. 25, check 25, check 25. Shoot.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll let let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Now Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 9. Switch. Like, go.
On 3rd down, Patterson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Benardrick McKinney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Darnold, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. Able to shake him off. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Darnold now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Hey, box truck.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
To the air again, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, You'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stat. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going.
Topper! Rock it! Hit it!
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass. 50 seconds.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Throwing on first down. Patterson. Going deep for Benjamin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Looking to throw. Patterson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 15. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before break. Patterson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is going to be called in one-handed. Wow. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, he'll rifle this one deep right. It got his man complete. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nelson Agholor, 79 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brings up second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Minus 57, 57's right. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Down.
Operating from the gun, Patterson. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Switch. Tight dog. Fire.
To throw on third down, Patterson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Good work, boy. Let's go. First and 10
Let's go.
at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back punt. Mike Bartu. 65.
On second down, it's Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here goes Hut. 52. Not here. Lady.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down.
Red 80. No. Check that. We want Mike 50. Check that.
To throw is Darnold. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
47-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Here's Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Patterson. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Greystone, travel.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Patterson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Patterson. And this is complete. It's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Bell.
You know that Nat type boy. You know.
Oh man, I can hear you, buddy. I mean, you can hear me. Yeah, no, you couldn't hear me because I know when people come in the party and if it doesn't notify me, that means they're in the party, but I can't hear them. So I just probably say them. As soon as it notifies somebody's in the party, that's when I usually can hear them. I don't know why it does that.
Yes, to let y'all know y'all on Kang's live stream talking.
Hey, fuck everybody in this league. All y'all suck. And I'm garbage too. And I'm garbage too. It's how we all garbage. All of us. We keep out that video games. Hey, let's go ahead and play some music, man. Go ahead, leave on. Oh, suck and jive, we go suck and jive, suck and jive. Don't get on up and get on down. We gon' suck and dive, suck and dive.
So, who we kicking from the league?
I'm gonna suck and jive.
Who we kicking from the league?
Suck and jive, I'm gonna get on down. Get on down.
So, who getting that big boot?
He getting the boot in the league.
He's not coming in here.
Who?
Whoever y'all talking about.
Why not?
I don't want him to.
I don't care what you want.
Well, I don't care what you want.
He's not coming to the NFC, so don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm in the NFC.
That's why he's not coming to the NFC, because I'm in the NFC.
I don't want him in here, period, if he's any shades of you.
Hey, we need comp.
We don't need comp. Y'all want comp. There's a difference.
I want comp, so we need comp.
Y'all need comp, bro, because I want you to know something, man. I ain't got too much man left in me, bro. I ain't what I used to be, man. I washed up now. I'm Chris Paul in the OKC jersey, bro. I washed up. Ain't what it was.
We need comp.
Again, y'all want comp. I don't need comp.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It's certainly had its fair share of big plays.
Alright, let's just start taking shots at everybody that's watching the stream. Who's watching? How many people are watching?
Hey, Blizzy, man, how high are you right now, bro? I know you watch. What you smoking on? What you on right now, bro? I know you watching the stream. Need to know.
And Diggs has it. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Only one person watching? That's trash.
I guess I'm a part of that one person.
Probably. He should have been there last night, too. I thought he could have hit and breathe, man. So good. Of course, did it in the freaking red. By the time it was easy.
Caleb really is sleep.
There you go. You already know you about to wake up like 4 in the morning and be like, oh, snap, my bad. Oh, my fault. You already know what he gonna do, yeah. Ooh, my fault.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
One hot spots I got on the point guard are one in the corner.
It's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
I feel like they shouldn't have changed it that early, that kind of late in the year. But
He wants to change, but it don't bother me with shooting guard because I have hot spots where I shoot. Because I honestly thought the whole time that it was Pro-Am hot spots anyway. That's the only thing I looked at. Because why else would we have
I knew it wasn't because I was having hot spots as much as I don't shoot that in Pro-Am. Like I had a hot spot on the top of close to the top of the key. And I don't shoot there in Pro-Am, but whenever I play in my career, when I need to get my shooting badges, I shoot. That's when I knew. I was like, hold on, I don't think this is this Pro-Am as it was last year.
This is chat transcription.
Now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
The only reason I don't like it because of the fact that now I don't have hot spots on the hatches anymore, technically.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
Wait, I can be on my phone and type in the chat, and it'll come out as a voice, and then that voice
I'm gonna sound something crazy.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
I thought you were in the arena.
Pickup there. It'll be second
I am. I've just been in here for a while, so I'm probably not in here with you. Let me go ahead and rejoin. I ain't gonna limited basketball. But I ran out of all the basketballs on the rack over here.
Jump shot meter. What is this?
And he's gonna bowl his way forward to the 48.
Really, my jump shot meter is gonna stand up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to bed I go.
Ready! 60 or. You got nothing to run. You got nothing. Hey, lock it.
Really? I wish I had this bigger here like Uncle Rose and them guys. This looks so beautiful. So beautiful.
They lost. That's also on Twitter about someone posting screenshots and they played them.
When they played in the WR, or they just lose a random game?
I think it was WR because dude had like 4 different screenshots. It was like 4 different teams or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think they did, yeah. They probably did because Uncle Rose is 97 now. He was 99 last night.
They come up on a 4th down situation
Where'd
with
Blue
things not
Gorilla
looking
go?
particularly
My
rosy.
cricket. There's our 5th. Team throwing. Let's go.
On 4th down.
Oh, you wilding out.
And Allen's got
You're
it.
better than
And
Blue.
he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
I haven't played with him in a while, but probably is, honestly.
Do indeed convert on 4th.
Do I have enough spots from team? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Is it bad
I
I
have
have a
2 more.
cold spot on my 2 guard at the top of the key?
Yeah, especially since that's basically where you're gonna shoot at in 4 hours. It's kind of bad.
Well, no, on my shooting guard. I don't shoot up there with a shooting guard.
Oh, this is your shooting guard at the point guard?
No, I'm saying because I looked at my shooting guard earlier and that was the only cold. Like I had a cold spot because I already know why that is. Because that's when I say
Oh, yeah,
let me drop
you were
the
messing around.
just walk up
Yeah,
court.
yeah,
And just
yeah, that's when you were messing around. Yeah, it'll go away. I think it said it goes away in what, 15 games, 25 games, something like that.
No, he said the 25 game thing doesn't matter. It's just to keep it on. Like it don't reset the 25 games. I looked at
And it's going to be another 1st down. As
I saw the screenshot, but I didn't like hear anybody say anything about it. But
offense for them has
That's just to
been
show you
great.
what you bench
Number of
left,
plays
but it
like
doesn't
that have been
disappear
all
everything.
game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
Like that's all the percentages you gotta shoot or whatever.
yeah, you gotta shoot like 50 plus, 55% plus mid range, stuff like that. 75% plus the thing.
On 1st and 10, Patterson gets it to Gordon.
Man, I have enough space for my guy. I have 2 more spots. They're coming out at 9. So.
15-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Or break.
2nd and 4.
I just have to have games in the invite.
10 field goals at 50% or higher from 3-point.
Back to the 16.
10 field goals or 50% from higher or in.
No, 50 or higher first. You gotta have it counts after 10 field goals, so minimum attempts is 10.
So 10 to 10, 50% plus.
Which ain't that bad.
If you're open, you're gonna hit half of them anyways if you're okay.
In real life, that sounds horrible, but
Yeah, the video game. Yeah, the video game it sounds good. Real life, they real life that'd be dang near impossible unless you're a
because
good.
I shoot 50% in this game, I'm mad.
But as bad as I shoot, I think I shoot better than 50%. This man Kyle asked me if I got a full 5. Hey, bro, I'm be real with you, man. We don't, but he wants to play pro.
Hey, team pro. Let Kyle come play.
I'm about to say, I'll play with Kyle. He's just, I think he's 98. I'll play with Kyle. It's just, I don't know if I want to play pro with him.
Team.
Hey, I want to play team. I just don't want to play with somebody I don't play with like that no more. A.K.A. Kyle. I don't know if Kyle, we never really played Lieutenant team anyways, but even when we did, it wasn't the best.
Yeah, to be fair, I shoot 59.8% from 3. Uh-oh, Freddy's under 50%.
Oh, from 3-point line?
Yeah.
Are we surprised? No, we're not.
Caleb shoots 36%.
Are we surprised? Not really. I would say he hasn't really been able to shoot from 3 until recently.
And the Jets have got it.
He took the shot meter off. More like he was struggling with the shot meter off.
I think that'd be higher if I didn't fuck around. My shit goes down when I fuck around.
But I'm gonna be higher if I didn't change my jump shot so much.
Well, also that might be because you and Caleb might have that because it counts all the games y'all played, so that's counting 2s or 3s, whatever.
And it's a 3v3, yeah. Honestly, I shoot really good on 3v3 because of the it's a lower difficulty. It's like a lower difficulty than
part for pro-am because it's technically pro-am.
I know it does because it turns my my points down. My points are like 13 points per game, and I have way more.
I'm about to say, how do you only average 12, but I average 20? You played all those 3s.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, that's why. Because on games of 3s, I usually score like 7 points a game. 7 points a game. And it goes up because of me playing on here, so well.
But I think 3 should have their own stats.
I think they should too. It'd be cool looking a little trash, but I'll take it.